All right, you guys. So TTV Network, like, share, subscribe as everybody tap on in the building. I appreciate all of y'all for coming on in here and chopping it up with y'all, boy. Y'all already know what it is with me, man. Y'all know my status and y'all know how I get down, man. And we definitely gonna get into this video, man. I appreciate all of you guys once again who take your time out to come over here and show love and support what we do. And so, a judge, according to reports, has now ordered Donald Trump's Department of Justice to expedite processing of records requests about the Epstein files, according to ABC News. Now, according to reports, the Department of Justice is facing new scrutiny over the decision to withhold the Jeffrey Epstein files earlier this year. Now, a federal judge yesterday ordered the Department of Justice to expedite processing of a Freedom of Information Act requests related to the Trump administration's decision in July to not release files from the investigation of Epstein. Now, with the Department of Justice already facing a December the 19th deadline to turn over the Epstein files as mandated by the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the ruling could shed light on why the Trump administration reversed course on this earlier vow to release the files. A joint FBI and Department of Justice memo in July concluded there was no basis to revisit the disclosure of those materials and that their review did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. FBI working with DOJ to see if they can produce anything more from the Epstein files. Progressive legal nonprofit Democracy uh, Forward brought the lawsuit after the Justice Department constructively denied its expedited review request regarding the internal records, according to the ruling, including whether Attorney General Pam Bondi misled the American people in representing that the client list was on her desk and ready for review, and whether the Department of Justice reversed course on the decision to disclose the Epstein matter case files out of a desire to cover up the content within. Now, specifically, the FOIA request sought records that might show that the reported mention of Trump's name in the files prompted the reversal. Now, uh, Judge Tanya uh, Chutkin, who oversaw Trump's criminal case related to his effort to overturn the 2020 presidential election result, ruled on Monday that the Democracy Forward uh, demonstrated that their request was reasonably tailored to a matter of widespread and exceptional media interest in which there exist possible questions about the government's integrity that affect public confidence, clearing the legal bar to order expedited processing. The request for records reflecting all correspondence between Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein is plainly tied to the concern discussed in the media that the Justice Department reversed its position on the disclosure of the Epstein documents only after Attorney General Pam Bondi reportedly informed the president that his name appeared in the files. Judge Chutkin wrote. The Department of Justice asked judges to authorize release of Epstein and Maxwell grand jury material. Now, in the same ruling, Judge Chutkin partially denied Democracy Forward's uh, request for records mentioning whistleblower and flight logs, concluding that those terms were overboard, but granted the bulk of their request. Now, Judge Chutkin ordered both sides to file a report by December the 5th to determine the next steps in the FOIA request and lawsuit. Now, separately, on Tuesday, the Department of Justice asked two judges in the Southern District of New York to authorize the release of grand jury transcripts and exhibits from the prosecutions of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell ahead of the December 19th deadline for the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files per the Epstein File Transparency Act. United States Attorney Jay Clayton, whom Attorney General Pam Bondi tapped to lead an investigation into the prominent Democrats associated with Epstein, signed a motion asking the judges who oversaw the Epstein and Maxwell cases to approve the release of the grand jury materials, subject to the necessary redactions. In the light of the Act's clear mandate, the court should authorize the Department of Justice to release the grand jury transcripts and exhibits and modify any pre-existing protective orders that would otherwise prevent public disclosure by the government of materials, the disclosure of which is required by the Act, the motion said. man, it's some crazy stuff going on, man. And so surrounding these Epstein files, you guys, man, and I mean, the people just want to see the files, man. What the hell is the holdup? Trump signed off on the files to be released. The files should be released, all of them. Just go ahead and release all of them and let the people sort it out. Period. What's the holdup? Why is everybody waiting? Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. There's a lot of stuff being said about this stuff, man. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.